Oh, week 4. Oh man, dude, the NFL is coming. We're starting to put it together, dude. What did we say where we would be right now? What were our picks or mine? What has happened? I mean, from here, from then till now, I mean, the the NFL has been amazing. Surprises teams that we like, oh my goodness, the table, the table is so much different. But we're gonna throw out the intro, man, and then me and Don, man, we're gonna talk to you about it. Hello, welcome, Wednesday. Wednesday here on Full Time Sport Network, bringing you the NFL. I am Britt Smeal. Um, we are brought to you by Global Mapping Surveys Limited, amazing company that's come on board, gonna sponsor in the channel, and we could not be more grateful for that. Um, my buddy, my friend,
What's up, Brett?
Mr. Donnie Shoemaker.
You have a good
Uh,
week?
man, dude, hey, the week's been the week, man.
Yeah,
Got out with a W. So,
yeah. This is my first
in
one.
the NFL,
Yeah,
in the NFL, I ain't gonna complain about too much because I haven't gotten very much right. But one thing I
yeah,
did get right, Bill's 3-1 right now. I called three and
yeah.
one. The game might be different, but hey, the results the results say, my friend. But you're weak. How's
Going
it been,
good.
man?
Good.
Yeah.
Um, just been busy with school and
That
stuff like
weather
that.
turning yet down there, or is it
Yeah, it's starting
still
to get cooler here at
hot
night. So,
AF?
no,
What's
I mean it's
cool
still
though, like
hot. It was still like 90
85?
degrees plus like midday. But other than that, no, man, it's been good. Just been life busy, but who isn't?
Right.
Uh,
No, for real, right? But hey, yo, also special birthday shout out, man, to the big British Bolt. He he normally does all our
was he
um
turning like 25?
something young like that, man. Something
I
young
figured
like
like
that.
he
The
looks like he's
man down there.
21, so
You're right.
just trying to give him a little age, you know.
Right. Yeah, he does our thumbnails. So big props up to him. He'll set up the stream for me too, so I can be lazy and not go do it myself. But as
Yeah.
y'all have seen, I am capable of streaming it. I'm setting it up. He just helps me out with
Okay, that's
uh
less like cool.
with the imaging and everything. And for this week, had a big help from Robbie, and really appreciate him for throwing that. Bobby, for throwing together that thumbnail, man, and really appreciate it. But before we get in, we'll throw out some talk. Muncie talks. He does a whole bunch of sports. He's jumping in, saying hi. And of course, like the aforementioned, the birthday boy is showing up, man. It was hey, the Bolts are good, man. Oh, dude, the Bolts look good.
Yeah,
I,
they
I,
did.
I, they did.
No, they do. I didn't mean it like that. I mean,
Don't- Come on, man. Come on. They've looked good. Don't
they look
don't throw
good.
did in there. Don't throw.
I'm not 100% on Acre, but I don't know. I like Henderson. I think a little bit better. Uh, but maybe that's just my personal opinion.
Right.
Mm, they seem to be doing good.
Foot Moss jumping in here. Uh, Good guy, friend of the channel, friend of the network. Yeah, happy birthday, dude. I hope so too, man. There's little friends chatting with each other there. Yep, cooling off. I know, man, starting to cool off finally.
Gosh, this was a brutal summer around the world.
Pre- Preseason basketball, yeah. Hype for baseball, yeah. I know. And then yeah, there you go. 25, dude. Take it all day.
What
I'll take it all day too, man.
are you talking about? You're a young cat,
But
Britt.
I know, right? But first, dude, man, I do want to say this, man. I know this is NFL chit chat and whatnot, but I'm born, bred, raised baseball, dude. Aaron Judge hit number 62.
I did see that.
Whoa!
I did
Like
see that. Yeah.
freaking incredible. You can talk about Bonds, Sosa, McGuire, whatever you. That's the other league. That's the National League. If you want to say this is a record. This bloke hit 61 home runs in 1961. That was 61 years ago, and
That's cool.
A Yankee broke it. Who a Yankee had that record. Like
Says something for the
all the
organization.
numbers revolve around 61 and the Yankees. But I mean, and shout out to Garrett Cole too. He set the single season strikeout record for I think it was the Yankees, but it may be the AL, but it definitely definitely a AL record. Amazing. But football, let's get to the football and what a week.
Yeah, it
What a
was a good
week it
one.
was, man. First, let's go like what I called, what I picked, what happened, man. Like uh I am 32 and 30 in my what I've picked, my week to week picks, man. So
Man, you're not even 500.
I'm
Oh, you're a little over 500, right?
yeah, a little
Slightly.
over 500, man. I don't know if you've looked or what you've
I
looked
haven't, man. I've
at,
been
but
so busy. I've been feeling like I'm neglected. I've been neglecting it. But
right.
that's not to say we're playing with great people, so it hasn't. Even if I
Or
was,
no, even though I just mean your picks, what you
oh
picked. I
no,
don't
I
know if
know,
you
I know.
went through the picks and like
Are you talking
figured
about
it
on the
out.
fantasy website to do
No,
that?
no,
Oh, just
or
in general.
the fantasy website, or generally what you picked.
Okay.
It just I do the picks to kind of help out because that's what I input in my picks, so
Oh, okay.
it
I
lets me
feel
know
you.
what I've called. But one thing that stood out to me, man, what I called Miami 0-4 at this point, bro.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
here
the
they
better
are,
team.
3-1, three
Yeah,
and
I'm
one.
worried about Tua though, man. That whole little
Oh,
scandal right there. It's really
oh, and man, I've said my bits about this. This was this was a monstrosity. I don't want to blame anybody, and I hate to pinpoint and just blame out anything, and I don't want to do that. That's not what I do. But I don't care what a doctor tells you. You're watching the game happen and
yeah,
you see a dude stumble like that, and you're going to be like, oh, just a back injury? Okay, go back in.
yeah. No, I'm
Like,
pretty sure that doctor was just a scapegoat. I'm pretty sure he said,
that's what I
"Yo, this
said,
dude should not be playing."
bro.
I mean, because he can lose his practice for that. He'll lose his
Right.
certification. So I mean,
But
and
anyway,
plus,
off of that, also way wrong. I had Cincinnati at 4-0 right now.
yeah, they've been looking better.
Like
Higgins went off.
got that way wrong. Got that way wrong, man. Oh, dude. But week 4 results, man. Let's get into it. Let's chat. Week 4, my friend. Thursday night football showed us the actually before we do it, let's get a couple of these comments real quick, catch up. Yeah, he will get paid, and he will get paid by the Yankees. Yankee for life. The horse derby. Oh, dang. Oh, look at that. Yep. Yeah, 30. Oh, you're 37-25. All right, cool. Yeah, heck yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Beat up on us. Right. Uh, Miami 15. Cincinnati 27. Um, I don't know what else you can take away from this game except, wow, this offense looks a lot different under Teddy Bridgewater than it does Tua, and I don't know how to judge this team anymore.
Yeah.
I don't
Uh,
think it meant anything for Cincinnati. Like, you're having a shit season, you're still having a shit season. This shouldn't make you feel any
I don't think
better.
they're
I
having
don't
a shit
think.
season. Shit season. I actually think they're playing pretty fairly decently. I mean, Chase was held to below his average, which was unfortunate. But I mean, Higgins, P. Ryan got his touchdown. Mixon looked like he was turning the ball pretty well. Burrow didn't look half bad. It just sucks for Miami because Miami was living on cloud nine there for a second, and then
Oh, they were. And we're not saying like
it just are they going to keep
Dynasty,
him out? I
but
mean, because if you get wheeled off
yeah,
the field on a stretcher, I'd assume you should probably at least miss a week or two.
I don't know. DK Metcalf got taken off on a cart. Should he miss next week?
Yeah, but yeah, for the rushing incident, totally different. You're just trying to burn that dude. But in all
Hey,
seriousness,
I'm just go by.
no, I know.
You
In
know,
all
if you,
seriousness, he probably shouldn't be playing for a week or two. I don't see. I mean, they look decent.
I,
Miami looks decent, and
Miami
you
did
know,
look decent, and like it's hard to say this, man. To like, it's really hard, but I mean, if the NFL does want to be player safety proactive, like holding him out was the right call.
well, there needs to be a. If the NFL is really worried about these players, there needs to be an assigned time, no matter what. If you're in concussion protocol, you have to
No,
miss this many
my
weeks.
thing is, why does that even have to be written down?
Well,
Hey, if
because
a
they're
guy
gonna.
can't, if a guy can't use his motor functions correctly, he shouldn't play for the rest of the day.
Well, yeah,
Like,
he,
what?
he
Why
got
does that
injured the
have to
week
be written
before, and then
down?
they
Why
said
does
he
that
passed
have?
concussion protocol, and then he got injured last week or this previous week. So that's 2 weeks in a row he potentially got a concussion back to back. I mean, you gotta look at it like this is a dude's life. Yeah, we're playing
that
football, but I
that's
mean,
what I'm saying, and I don't want to put everything on just the Dolphins either. Like, also put it on the NFL too because they're watching the film. They
but
have
that's
the
supposed to be the
guys,
governing, right? They're the
and
governing
they see a guy
authority over
stumble.
the NFL.
They see a guy stumble like that. Let alone, let's leave that game alone. But they see him the following 4 days later on
Yeah.
the team sheet. Why isn't a phone call being made? Hey, I
Because
don't
the
think
way
you
it's
should be
read.
playing this
Yeah.
guy.
Well, yeah, it shouldn't be, but it's just
It
because
shouldn't need to be
they're
written down.
franchises, and so all they need to do is get cleared by a doctor that's in their pocket. So it's easier to do it that way for them.
And then it's
But
a scapegoat. You fire the impartial lookout guy.
yeah, yeah, that's what you do.
Uh,
And then
I
he
ain't
just
calling
goes to
case.
another team and gets paid by another team somewhere
Uh,
down the road.
no, he just got like what happened to him didn't even happen to him. He's still employed by whatever the impartial company it was. He just won't be used as a doctor during
Uh,
the games.
Probably not. Yeah, you're right.
That's
But
all.
as far as like Miami's concerned, I think once two is back, I think they're gonna still do pretty
Dude,
decently.
they look really good with Tua
Yeah,
at will. And I don't like Miami fans were some of the harshest on Tua. But I get it. You're looking at Dan Marino and you're trying to compare every quarterback to Dan Marino. You can't do that. But if you don't do that, there is a kid that will do with Dan Murray because that kid can throw the ball, man.
Yeah.
He can. But I mean, Cincinnati won a game. Everybody thought they would win, and they should have won. So
I don't
tip
know
off.
if were they supposed to win that game going into it.
I had them winning this
I think
game
it would
from preseason.
preseason, yeah, but we're actually seeing these teams play, and after they beat Buffalo week before that, I didn't know if you heard that they beat Buffalo the week before that. Uh, for the people in the back, yeah, for those guys. Uh,
Oh,
you would. I honestly thought it was going to be. It could have fallen. It could have fell the other way, but then But I like that comment that Mixon should be used more.
oh
He,
yeah.
he
I was
should
going
be.
to get back to those. There were a lot
He
of
should be.
comments
They
this
used him
week.
for, and I get it. You're trying to do this tandem running back situation so you don't get an injured player, right? But I mean,
Right.
they were using them pretty much 3-4 down, at least 3 downs last year.
Oh, okay. The horse derby. Okay. I thought he was talking about real horror. I'm like, wait, what month are we
That
in?
I was like, that's like
That's
March.
like, are you kidding me? No, this ain't right, but okay.
Um,
Teddy, two gloves will beat Jets. Yeah, the Jets aren't that impressive. We'll get to them. Two road wins for the Jets so far, yeah. Uh the Jets, I had them at 2-2,
the tight
probably
end on
one
the
and
Jets is looking
three.
pretty good.
Yeah.
I can't remember his
Oh, he
last name.
doesn't
It starts
like
with
me
C.
saying Teddy sucked. Did I say Teddy sucked? Did I use suck? Okay. Yeah, stud
Uh,
rookie at Kansas State.
I mean,
Sissy wide
he's got his
receivers
chance
are
starting
darn
quarterback
good.
several times. To say you suck in the NFL, like we said, it doesn't mean you suck, but
No, right. Right.
comparatively
No, correct, dude.
comparatively to these other people, I would say that he's a solid backup quarterback, but he's already gotten several chances to start.
Compared to his
You
colleagues,
know, he isn't in any rush or anything like that. I mean,
he's better than me.
you're looking like Prescott might lose his job.
Hold, no, stop that, man.
Why?
Stop
The
that.
dude's pretty
That
good.
makes me want to get a Dallas Cowboy fan on this show, and I don't want to do that, bro.
Nah, the people I work with are huge Dallas fans, and they hate me saying that. But I mean, the team is doing better. 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
But Elliott is doing a little bit better too. So, well,
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, it is harsh. I've never even got it, man. Never even got the hate for Tua. He's a good quarterback.
they expected him to be a Patrick Mahomes out of the gate.
Uh,
They did though. They hyped him like he was going to be Patrick Mahomes,
I don't like that.
and then that one year they took out Fitzpatrick, which they should have never done. That could have been his year to win the Super Bowl.
All right, Minnesota 28, New Orleans 25. Um, what would have I called this at the beginning, man? Uh,
Pretty sure
yeah,
this was.
I called this for Minnesota.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nice to see it tight, close
I
game.
wanted the Saints to win this game.
Oh, I know how you feel about the Saints, man. We all know how
But
you feel about the Saints.
but I will say
You're a
that
dreamer.
no, I'm not.
Yeah, you are,
No, they're
man.
not. They have the potential. They just
Oh, dude, they do. Come on,
they're
man.
just
But you got to find a quarterback.
no, I think he's fine.
Who?
James Winston. I mean, he's not going
Okay,
to be like franchise
stop.
quarterback, but
No,
he's good
Teddy
enough with the
Bridgewater
talent on
is
that
much
team
better
that
than Jameis Winston.
he could make a run for it.
And Teddy Bridgewater's a 10-year vet, yo. Like, wow, he's been in the league for 10 years. Props
Yeah,
to him.
I know. And that's
But
after like almost losing your leg to a non-contact.
oh, dude,
For
yeah,
real, yo. I
yeah,
mean, most people that's career ending right there.
right.
Um,
So the Vikings look good. I'm happy
yeah,
for them,
but
man, because you anybody who watches our show and watched the preseason, everybody knew we were struggling trying to find wins for Minnesota. Like both me and Don, we wanted to find more wins for this team because we know it's a good quality team, man. Like I like the team, but so it's nice to see them. You know, at
It's not
three
like
and
they
one
blew
right
the
now.
Saints out. All right, let's reel it back in. All right, they lost that second game, which they should have won.
Oh no, I'm just talking about record, man. Hey,
I know.
what I said, what I picked, what happened. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Cousins is their problem. If anybody needs a quarterback,
oh,
but I know his stats say something different, so I get that. But I just don't know, man. I don't think he's like a Super Bowl winning caliber quarterback. Unfortunately, he's been
did
in the league
the
for how many years? But this is his best team he's probably been on. I'll give him
right
that.
Atlanta beat Cleveland 23-20. Did this game mean anything to you except for um who's Kyle Pitts?
Yeah. No, I mean,
Yeah.
it was just good to see Chubb churning. I mean, he's playing on a team that's real weak right now. So I don't know. I like seeing this how that's
But we
playing
all know
out.
Chubb is good. Like Chubb being good, like it don't matter.
I know he
Chubb's
shouldn't
gonna
have
put
signed that
out
extension. He
good.
should have changed teams. But yeah, Atlanta. I mean, I guess it's cool to see Atlanta win, but I
I,
mean,
I, I don't
I don't
think
think the game actually matters too much unless you're an Atlanta fan. Uh,
I mean, yeah, because what? I'm looking at Atlanta, NFC South
I think we gave
here.
them like 2 wins, and I'm pretty sure they already have those 2 wins already this year.
I had them maybe 1-3 right now,
Yeah, but they're like one game away from tying what we said
and they
preseason.
are 1-3.
Are they 1-3? I
Yeah.
thought. Okay, so
Oh no, Falcons are 2-2.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
So
thought they were two and
yeah,
two.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
My bad, my bad. And so are the Browns. And right now, I had the Browns at 1-3, more than likely, maybe 2-2, but I favored 1-3.
I don't see
So
the Browns are going to pretty much be this caliber of good or bad, whichever way you want to look at it as, pretty much all year. I mean, they lost
right,
this year, which they should have after everything happened, but next year they will be better. I think.
right.
I hope so.
Um, Bills 23 over Ravens 20. Um, like man, I'm not really gonna knock Buffalo for this because it's something we dealt with last year. Like sometimes in games there was a slow starts. Josh Allen prone to turning the ball over.
Yeah,
Um, so this is
he got better at it last
well,
year.
no, right, yeah, but so like this is nothing new. So like I don't want to harp on my team for that, but I did not like this game. I did not enjoy this game one bit.
Yeah,
Um, it
I mean, I can
kind
see
of
that.
reminded you of the playoff game, but same result. We won, but you, it didn't feel as good because I mean, all intents and purposes, I'm sorry, Baltimore, man, you should have had us like you should have had us done and put away with, and this shouldn't even be an issue. But we came out, we got back in it, and won the game. I think that throws up more red flags to Baltimore than it does for Buffalo. Um, but just because we did this against them in the playoff
Yeah.
and this slow start is nothing new to Buffalo fan. Last year we said the same thing. The O line we said the same thing,
But you started
but
off
I
hot this
don't
year,
like it. I still don't like it. I
so
I
if you're
have
looking at yeah,
I have Buffalo 3-1 right now, which is what they are. Just the game's different from the result that I predicted, but I I didn't expect this game with Baltimore. It's nothing to take away from Baltimore. I know they're a good team. It's just I know how good we are, and this was not indicative of Buffalo Bills football. I know what you
I mean, the Ravens have always been a stout defense, man. I think they're kind of one of those tricky teams. I mean, I don't think the Bills played like horribly, but I mean, coming out like the fast pace they did those first two games, and then
color us
losing
out.
to
Yeah,
whatever happened that week 3, I don't know what happened there. And then this week, I do understand you need to slow the ball down a little bit, but I feel like they're trying to go for this fast paced offense. I think but sometimes, like you said, he gets a little carried away and he throws those interceptions. Uh, I think that
fuck Florida State.
I think I think you got out with a win, which is good. But that's scary because this was the win that we kind of thought that they were going to be like, this is going to be the big time win. So, and
Yeah, to kind of like prove something and like settle something
I don't know
because like
about that.
now, no, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't think the Bills are going to win as many games as you predicted this
No,
season.
no, 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 no. That's what I'm talking about. It's as far as what I'm talking about is being contender, going to get it and playing that situation. One step is playing dominant football against the top level in the conference. And say what you want, they were banged up, but they still finished pretty good last year. Baltimore is still one of those teams.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
we failed to do that. So now all we really have left is going into Arrowhead,
yeah,
which this poor performance against Baltimore makes this game in Arrowhead, and I can't stress in Arrowhead enough.
yeah,
In Arrowhead, a really, really tough task. And, but it's a must. I hate to put it on it because it's a game that probably means nothing to either one of our teams when it all comes down to it.
it's a
But
pride game, bro.
it
That's
in
a
the
pride
versus
game.
versus matchup,
That's a
exactly,
pride game.
exactly. It does matter. It matters
It
for
does.
everything.
Every win
So
loss
we have to
matters.
go in there and we have to dominate it. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but we have to.
Don't
After
rely so
last
much on
season,
Bass.
what happened? We have to dominate that. And I did not like this Baltimore game, but it showed the grit and the playing the football we need to. Yes, but I know it's only week 4, so don't get ahead of yourself. You can't think it's just a switch you can flick and all of a sudden, boom, here you
Yeah,
go. You think you're cool and whatnot because of some wins that you already have this year, some accolades that you're projected to win already, and we haven't even played 5 weeks of football.
yeah,
And you're thinking, end result. No, man, it's week by week. Win, 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 win.
yeah,
I know it ain't college football and you don't have to win every game, but let's think of it that it is. And you do have to go out there and win every game because it's important. It shows you your team. Every game shows you something about your team.
yeah. That's true.
And this is one game. It showed me that we take it for granted, but we took it out in the end. And we got lucky. How our boys respond and how we do next week is, you know, that's some that's something else because we got it's Pittsburgh, and then we
Oh,
go
is that
to
who it is?
Kansas City. Pittsburgh. I don't want to get into
If
that.
you struggle with,
I
I don't
love you,
know.
mom.
Pittsburgh is a little. I mean, it's doing.
They're a wild card right now, aren't they?
Yeah,
I
they're a
don't know what
little.
to think about them.
I mean, they've always had a solid team, but like everybody
Yeah,
thought they were really gonna flounder because Big Ben leaving. But I don't know.
how
I
about
think if
how
you
about
showed that
Lions?
same kind of performance
We'll get
going
to the
into
Lions,
Pittsburgh,
Moss. We'll we'll get there.
if
We'll
you
get
show
there.
that same performance, then I think you're probably not gonna have the best turnout when you go into Arrowhead. but I could
Right.
be wrong.
Washington, Dallas, man. Commanders 10, Dallas 25. Dallas goes to 3-1. Commanders 1-3. I mean,
Yeah,
this ain't too much off of predictions. Washington would be at best 2-2 right now. Dallas, I had I had them 2-2. So, you know, they showed me the bird.
yeah,
But what's anything out of Washington for you, man?
man, they just playing
Anything
like
look good?
trash. Gibson's not
Yeah,
running the ball nearly as well. Uh, I don't know, man. I'm just not a huge Wentz fan, so I mean,
they,
they
their
just kind
first
of look like
touchdown. Yeah, their
the
first touchdown, they go 65 yards. That looks good, but it was only 8 plays. So, okay, obviously you had a breakaway
yeah,
play that, got you down there, and that doesn't happen every drive because then you go throw an interception and then you punt the ball a bunch.
yeah,
And then you go 10 plays, 67 yards, and kick a field goal.
yeah.
Turn the ball over. Excuse me. Turn the ball over. Turn the ball over. Turn the ball over. Like, man, Washington is not good at football.
Uh,
Carson Wentz, man,
I think yeah,
like,
they need a different
dude.
quarterback. Uh, Gibson was doing a lot better last year, so and not much has changed besides the quarterback. And I'm not like blaming it all on him, but I mean, they're just not doing very well. I know it's only week 4, but I thought they put up a little more fight. That's like a rival team that they played.
Right.
Uh,
Anything out of the would you like out of the Cowboys this
I
weekend?
like Elliott being finally maybe getting some legs on him. I don't know if that's the truth or not, but it's the second week in a row he's kind of shown a little flair. I like. I mean, personally, I think they need to get rid of Elliott and Prescott and move forward. And so I do like the new quarterback.
You
Whatever,
you you you
whatever. That's
got
not a
you got
popular
stop
opinion
that.
because Cowboy fans are like, no, we got to stick with these players. It's like,
I'm not a Cowboy fan, and I'm telling you, stop that.
nah, it's the truth. The second that they put Prescott back in, their performance is going to go down.
Yeah.
You just watch
But
and
I
see.
mean, their offense, it was. You can say what you want to say about the offense, but like it was kind of consistent during the day. They the offense did this, but it did this above the line. They
Yeah,
scored in every quarter.
yeah.
Like,
I just thought they moved the
I mean,
ball
I
just a
know
little
that's
bit
not the
better,
standard. That's not the standard, you,
but
you know. But I
yeah.
mean,
And I get it,
so
it's
like,
Washington, but at the same time,
uh,
that's
I
three
always
wins in a
shit on
row.
Dallas, and I'm going to take a week, and I'm not going to shit on them. I'm going to say, dude, you played football above the line, man.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Now you're
All
probably
right,
going to win your division because the Eagles are looking awesome.
right. All right. What did you think about this stat fest? Like Seattle, Detroit, 48-45.
Dude, I know. I was like, I
Like,
wonder if there was an over under for 100 points or 90 points.
no, the over under was not
I know
that
it had to be
high,
much lower
dude.
than that for like grand total in Vegas, but man, uh,
I forget what the over under was, but what what
even
what did
with
this game?
St. Brown out, they still were moving the ball. I mean, I think it says more about their
Is
defenses being
Detroit
weak.
making you smile? You're talking about Detroit, and you're kind of cracking a grin from this game.
I think it's funny because I mean both teams in general. I didn't think we are going to score that many points. I mean, don't get me wrong. Detroit has been moving the ball very well this season, um, but I mean, I wasn't expecting that out of Seattle, and in general, just showed me that their defenses weren't out there playing. There's just who could throw the ball the
Dude,
fastest on offense.
if I watched the game, right, and I wasn't keeping track of, the times they entered the end zone or kicked that ball in between the upright or
Yeah.
missed the ball at the upright. Uh, Seattle dominated this game. Seattle looked so much the better team than Detroit did this entire game. If it wasn't for a couple big plays that put Detroit in a situation where the only option was to come away with points.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're the worst team in the NFL. The defense gave you the ball on the 15.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to do something with this ball, Jared. And this game was not this close. Seattle was so much better in this game. Geno
Uh,
Smith looked like not a horrible quarterback.
yeah, but he
He
always gets those
hold
games where
wait, hold
everybody
hold
says
hold on,
that.
hold on. I'm watching this film for this game.
Yeah.
I'm watching every play, every pass. Like it used to be a Geno pass off was way off. These passes he was off on this game. He threw, you can see exactly what he was trying to do, and the ball wasn't off by much. No, the receiver didn't catch it, but some of those balls he threw took a great quarterback with great accuracy, great touch, and then a great guy catching the ball, which Seattle does not have that in abundance.
No,
But
it's true.
it like he did not look horrible. Detroit is lucky to be in this game. They should have been blown out.
You say luck, but I mean, they're like one of the top offenses in the league right now, if not the top.
Right, and they got lucky because they upheld it because they got a couple broken plays because they have really, really, really good um talent on the outside.
Yeah.
Special players. They even without Swift, both their running backs I thought looked really good.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Their third wide receiver, number 8, what's his name, dude? Um,
I don't know, but they said it twice, right? He got 2 touchdowns.
right, dude, what is his name? I feel bad for not. I was trying to hold it in the front of my brain, and I couldn't. Reynolds was the running back. I know he only carried the ball twice, but he looked good. He also caught the ball a couple times, and I thought he looked really good out of the backfield catching the football. Um, Tom Kennedy.
What's
Kennedy
that?
made some really good catches. It was nice to see Hawkinson put in a lot of damn good work.
Yeah.
Like, dude, man, he put in some work.
It was a
But
fun game to watch, but I mean, I don't know. I just it's crazy how I just think just like as a perspective as them as a team for this year, you would have never thought them coming in here and being able to move the ball this well with golf.
I
But
had
it's
him at 2-2 right now.
uh,
Is what I was hoping out of them. Seattle, Seattle right now. I had
and it's not to burn Geno
one and
Smith, but
three.
I mean
One and
he's
three
good in
for
these
Seattle.
spurts. I mean he's got the starting position, but he's had a couple other starting positions where he gets passed over mid-season. So not everybody's Tom Brady. Where you get better as you get older. So maybe he is, and maybe this is just his time. But I don't know, man. I get what you're saying. And Metcalf can't be the guy that catches every ball. So you are gonna have to get that, like, diversify that a little bit.
Dude, and what a gamer. The man got carted off the field and came back and played the rest of the game, man.
Yeah,
Dude, DK Metcalf, man, dude, what a guy. He's like, no, I'm going to go out and do this for my city and my town. I'm coming back in, coach. I know you
yeah.
saw me get carted off,
The
but
Tom feels
I'm
better now,
I'm
coach.
come
I'm gonna
back
come back
on.
in.
Yeah. All right, take that for what you will. LA Chargers 34, Houston 24. I don't think there's anything to be said about this
No,
game.
I
Houston
mean,
sucks.
not
Chargers did
necessarily.
what they
Mills
were.
is not like as bad as I thought. I will say that. I'm gonna keep saying it.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna say it every week if I
No,
want
I
to. All
will
right.
too. Mills is not as bad as I thought. Yep.
Because realistically,
But
I
he can
like.
still not be good and be better than he thought. Just because he's better than he thought doesn't make him good.
Yeah,
I mean, he's better than me. He's one of the 64 best quarterbacks in this country.
that's true. That's true.
So, but no, I don't think this meant anything. Chargers, you got to win. You needed to win. You have a lot of injuries, so you got a win you were supposed to. So you're happy about it, and you should be. So yeah, bolt up, man. Got the job done despite injuries. Winning games you're supposed to win is the most important thing in the NFL.
Definitely, definitely. And we're like 2 weeks out from that injury, and I mean, I know
Yeah,
that's still affecting him. So I mean,
because once
he
you
looked
lose that
like
first
I mean,
game,
of
you're
course
not
I mean, it's
supposed
gonna
to.
bother him over time during that game, but I mean, he looked fairly good. I mean, he looked like he's still
Yeah,
throwing the ball down the field just fine.
he's not a top 5 running back.
Eckler's
Top
pretty good,
three,
man.
top three. He's not a top 3 running back.
Not top 3, but you could argue for top
That's where they had him drafted, but
5 to
whatever. That's not what
7.
we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about. Bolt, good job, Bolt.
If you're not the Bills, you get no love by Britt.
No,
Yeah, it's the truth, bro.
dude, I don't even get my own Bills love. I just tore him apart,
you do.
bro. We won, and I tore him apart.
No, what you said
But
was
Chargers,
they
you
didn't play
gotta
as good, but we still won. That's not tearing
Yeah,
them
that's what I'm
apart.
saying about the Chargers. That's what I'm saying about the Chargers. You won a game you're supposed to,
Whatever. All I know is
despite
he's better than
injuries, which
Singletary,
is
so don't
really
worry about
important,
that.
and you did it.
Yeah.
Tennessee
Singletary's not
24,
even top 10.
Indianapolis. Yeah, bro, we ain't talking about.
Oh,
Stop.
I was
What are you
just
doing?
throwing it out there.
What
If
are
you're
you
talking about
doing?
running back
Stop.
stats.
Stop. Oh, dude, you're the worst. You're the worst. What game was I about to talk about? Look what you
What
did to
were
me,
you?
son.
You were talking about the Colts game.
Oh, Titans Colts, man. 24-17.
Second week when Henry went over 100 yards. Bet you're happy about that.
Well, it's Henry. Nobody's questioning Henry. But the thing is, Henry's going to do what Henry's going to do, right?
Yeah.
But I think really what you're like, Tannehill looks better than he did in Miami, but Tannehill is still not good enough.
Yeah. He did. See, he was starting to hone his
137 yards.
Huh?
130. They threw the ball 21 times. This is the NFL.
Okay,
this
but
is
your
the
whole team
NFL.
is based on Derrick Henry, of course. I mean, that's the thing. They're a one-dimensional team, but he was starting to get a little bit better at his throwing last year when he had A.J. Brown, but now he really doesn't have anybody of that caliber to catch the ball.
Let me ask you about that, man. How have you? I mean, Matty Ice's numbers are freaking incredible. I mean, he threw for 356 yards, man. 2 touchdowns.
Pittman's really good. I'm not saying it's just Pittman, but I mean, Matt Ryan got paid that much for a reason, like that huge contract for a reason, because people thought he could be this good. Um,
Yeah.
and Atlanta was almost that good with Julio Jones, and then he threw to Tony Gonzalez, and they were
Well,
both there for like 1 or 2 years.
but Atlanta always did that Georgia choke.
Yeah,
The Bulldogs in college football
and when they
do
had
it
Devontae
all the
Freeman, they were almost
time.
like a full team there.
The Falcons done it. The Atlanta Hawks have choked.
Yeah,
Like being really, really good and not being ripe for the moment. I don't want to get no flack here. I'm not attacking, but that's a Georgia thing.
yeah.
Except for like, if you get yourself like a Georgia peach cobbler, like that's probably really fucking good. And that probably will win the competition. But that's probably the only thing Georgia anything gonna win.
I did like Mo Alley was playing very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Which I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I thought the team was going to be doing a little bit better. They've won some games that they weren't supposed to. So I guess they're breaking even right now.
But
Um,
what do you think about the Colts and the Titans? Like neither one of these teams are good,
I
right?
think I think the Colts are good.
13 plays, 8 yards.
I mean, everybody struggles any
Oh,
given Sunday.
5 plays, two
I just
yards.
think they have more dimensions than just the Titans. The Titans can get far, they can win regular season games, but when it comes to those playoff games, I mean, the last 2 years in a row, they've lost the first round.
Look, I don't think any one of these two teams look really good at all. And it's a bummer. I'm not saying for the fantasy fans that their fantasy get away from like Washington had been for the years and stuff. They're not that,
Yeah.
but avoid them in your pick 'em. Uh, Giants beat the Bears. The Bears 20-12. Giants are 3-1. Bears are
Just to
two and
answer that
two.
question, I don't think
Both
Taylor's
of
going to
these.
play. I don't think Taylor's going to play.
Taylor won't be playing.
Nah, I don't. I think it's too soon, which does suck. And I think that was kind of what the
Oh,
problem was.
right. No,
Because you got to think
definitely.
Henry's coming into that game going, this young buck's going to take away my title of being king of the hill, right? And so they're really trying to ball out on each other, and so it just
Oh
came
yeah.
to a point where
Okay.
unfortunately the
I
king won.
had
But
Tennessee at 3-1 at this point. Way wrong. I had Indy at 0-4 right now.
yeah.
So,
All I know is,
they're
didn't they beat the Chiefs last week?
they're a little bit better. Um, yeah. I
Okay.
didn't say I had the Texans at 0-4.
My thing is, well, I say any given Sunday, Kansas City is better than the Titans.
Right. Yeah. Yes. And I had the Chargers at 3-1 right now. Okay. I gave you my Seattle and Detroit already. Yeah. I didn't give you the Charger, Texan, Titan, Colt. All right. Bears, Giants. What of this, Mr. Barkley hater? What's up?
I don't hate Barkley.
You
I just said he
were
was
just
not
skeptic.
performing up to his talent, his supposed talent level.
I
But
know.
this year he is doing well. I just I don't
He
like the
is doing
Giants.
well. I
I don't
don't
like
like
Daniel
him.
Jones. Um,
Yeah, I
the
know.
Bears are going to be the Bears.
Yeah, I mean Tyrod Taylor did enter the game.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones is not good.
It's going to be him that leaves at the end of the year, if not before trades. course, I don't know how much you can
But
really get for trades for him. So
Barkley or Daniel is not good at all, and then he stole 2 Barkley touchdowns,
yeah.
which was rubbish.
Well,
Like
at this point, the Giants held on to Barkley for this long. They made it through that rough patch where he just was not doing anything. His injuries
he
happened.
was also hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this year he's coming out, and he's probably top. He's definitely in top three is kind of hard to say, but definitely top 5 running back in the league right now. I don't know his overall numbers off the top of my head, but I can't say that it definitely looks like it's going to be they turn into this one-dimensional team like
No.
the Titans.
Yeah, exactly. And it's going to compound things if I know he just threw 1 interception, and this ain't about 1 interception, but Daniel Jones has to take care of the football. And if
For
he
real, be
doesn't,
Alex Smith. If you can't be good, be Alex
oh,
Smith, dude.
dude, be Alex Smith, get paid.
I mean,
But
shoot, the dude didn't throw a touchdown for a full season and still got paid.
dude, because he didn't turn the ball
He didn't.
over.
He did not turn the ball over that whole season.
He ain't
That's
throwing
crazy.
a fucking interception. He ain't dropping the ball because he gets sacked.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you as my quarterback, but could
At least we
you
know we're not going
teach
to lose the
pocket
ball.
awareness? Could
Yeah.
you teach
Pocket
pocket
awareness
awareness
for
to
sure.
my buddy here?
Yeah.
Jaguars, Eagles. Let's see.
I thought it was a
Jaguars
good
right
game.
now. I had 0-4. They're
Jags?
2-2. So yeah,
Yeah.
they're beating
I mean,
me
Trevor
up.
Lawrence looks like he's finally clicking. I mean,
And
you know,
I did have Philly possibly 4-0.
Philly's really good, man, this year.
Because that
AJ Brown
Minnesota
edition,
game with
Hurts is
them.
looking good. I mean, Sanders
Yeah,
finally looked like maybe he could play last game.
dude.
You know,
I mean, I hated that first possession interception. Like that
just
just goes
jitters.
back to, oh man, like what the hell hurts, dude. Like, and he didn't make up. He never made up for the interception.
No, but the Jags are a good team, man. They got a good defense. I mean,
Yeah,
they got some pick sixes. I mean, so it's just like in their record for this season. So I mean, they're looking pretty good. Robinson, like I said, definitely steal of the draft. Go Tony.
yeah, but he's not
G
getting.
running back.
He's not a steal.
No, he's what he
It's a
was his
flyer
freshman
that
year.
was right. It's a flyer. That's not. He got the ball
He
8
got him in
times,
like
man.
round
He
10.
got
That's
the
a
ball
steal,
8
bro. That
times.
is a
He got the
steal.
ball 8 times.
He's
You
putting
shouldn't even
up
be
he's
drafting
putting up
him.
running back
You
one number.
shouldn't
It's in the
even be
10th round.
drafting.
Steal,
You shouldn't even be
steal, steal.
drafting him. You shouldn't even be drafting him.
We
So
needed
he
that shit
can't
on
even
camera
be
because that
called a
shit was stolen so
steal.
fast. All right,
He
you didn't even
he
see it.
no,
5-finger
dude.
discount, bro.
Eight carries. 8 carries.
Okay, last week
Stop.
he didn't do as
No,
good, but
8
it's 1 week,
carries.
and the
This
Eagles are a
is
good
not a
team.
guy who should be drafted.
No,
That's what I'm. So he can't be called a steal.
he's a steal.
No, you picked him
I
up
can call him a
and you
steal. I just
grabbed
did.
him. No, if you picked him up and you grabbed him, that's freaking amazing. But you can't go out gloating and call him a steal.
The person who has him isn't gloating. I'm gloating for him. It's a steal.
No, I know that it's not a steal because nobody
It is.
should have him.
You're just mad because you didn't get it. It's okay.
No,
Sometimes you gotta be happy for your friends too, Britt.
A steal is when you reach and you grab and it works out for you. That's what a steal is. We're talking about a cat that shouldn't even be drafted anyway. It's not
He
called
should
a
be. Yeah, you're
steal.
right. He should have been picked up way
Hey,
earlier than he was.
Your
Steal of the
gut
draft.
told you something. Your gut told you something, and you did it, and that's something you cannot teach.
Steal.
No, it's
The
not
draft.
a steal.
Anyway,
Not
the Jags
a
look
steal.
good. The Eagles look even better. It was a fun game to
the
watch.
Eagles
I think
look
both of these teams
good,
are like
dude.
these underdog teams. Well, the Eagles, I mean, since they won like a couple of the Super Bowl last year, I always had a little more respect for
The
them. But
Eagles
like
didn't win the Super Bowl last year.
a couple years ago,
Okay,
It
that's
was like
correct.
4 years ago.
I know, dude. How old? How fast time flies by.
I think it was
Uh,
like 3 Super Bowls ago, actually.
Speaking of time flying by, Ben Roethlisberger is no longer the quarterback. The New York Jets go into Pittsburgh and win 24-20. As I'm getting a text message from mom, and now I have to talk about her team getting
That
by
must have been an interesting
by
game
the
at your parents'
Jets.
house.
Hey, I wasn't there. I don't know. One could only
How the
imagine
tides
how
have
it went
turned.
down. I don't think the tides have turned. I don't think this means the Jets are better than the Steelers.
It did for that one game.
Dude, look,
I mean,
uh,
just I
who
get what you're saying. I do. The Jets. I
who's
mean,
quarterback? Who's quarterback for the Steelers?
Trubisky.
We're done here, right?
I mean,
Anything more?
dude, Najee Harris is just not doing it, man.
Dude, look, uh,
He's just, and I get it. You can't put it all in one player, but you
but
can.
they are, and they are. If the team you're counting is putting it all on him, well, yeah, then you can do it.
And
You
it's
can
not getting
because
done.
they are because there is nothing. There is nothing going on for Pittsburgh.
I have him in the
Nothing,
PPR league, and he's giving me like no points, and it's just so hard to take him out because he's gonna go
dude.
off that week. I take him out.
Dude, it's all. Are the Steelers gonna punt or turn the ball over? Which one? Because
Oh,
it's about a 50-50. You could make a prop. I bet you Vegas tracks this game and they have a prop bet for every time the Steelers have the ball. Hey, they going to turn it over or punt?
right.
And prop bets for that every time the Steelers get the ball. It's we're gonna wreck them. Like we're gonna wreck Pittsburgh. Like they have got. I don't know. Like what do you? Does this mean anything for Tomlin? I know we don't like to talk
He's
and
already
discuss.
gone into this season. It would suck to leave right
No,
after this as like
no,
your first losing
or
season.
even beyond this season. Like,
I
is
think
this
it's
a cat
that's
you
just
still
sticking
think
it
is
out,
a
man.
safe job and people talking all this rubbish is
I
just
don't think it's
clickbait?
Tomlin. He's not going to leave. Tomlin's got that job as long as Tomlin wants that job. I think
So you don't think he's not getting fired?
he's never had a losing season, and if he goes in, if he loses this season, I don't think he has the character where he's just going to quit. He's going to want to come back and show that he can mold this team into another title team, or at least, I mean, at least playoff contender team.
Do you think he could get the sack?
I don't see. I mean, I don't. I wouldn't think he could.
I
I
agree with you. I know the
I don't see him doing
organization.
that. I don't see them sacking Tomlin. I mean, I
Yeah.
really don't.
Uh, what say you,
I
Mama?
think I think he'd retire before he got sacked. In all honesty,
I'd like to know
we
what
know how
Mama
that
thinks.
works.
Yeah.
You can resign, or we can fire you. Whatever works best for you. Nudge, nudge, poke, poke. Yeah.
Which
Nah,
one is it,
I don't
man?
think the Pitts. I don't think the organization would do that. I mean,
Uh,
the way I see it is he's got at least 3 years with this team, this year and 2 more to really and then maybe if it's going the same way, then
so you think
because
he
this is
is
ground zero for
granted
Pittsburgh this year.
a rebuild?
Yeah, this is the beginning of the rebuild.
So that's a 5-year plan.
Yeah, but
In
this is the
in
NFL, so
three
five
in
years is a long time.
right. So in 3 years, maybe we'll discuss the
Because Harris might
temperature.
not even be playing in 5 years.
Well, yeah, right. That's right. What I'm
And here
saying.
they
So
got
we could be
Claypool
talking
as their
about
number one wide receiver right now.
in 3 years.
Which don't get me wrong, I drafted the
Right.
guy, I like him, but
Right. So
he
in
really
three
isn't
years
like a
we'll
solid wide
discuss.
receiver, the first wide receiver.
Right.
He's somebody who's a good second to a solid wide receiver. So when he gets that open flat ground, he can catch the ball. But him getting draped all over, nah, he can't do.
So you keep cutting me off, so I assume the answer. So not for 3 years will we discuss the temperature of Mike Tomlin's seat.
Nah, I don't think so. I think we're good. I think we're good.
I think that's right. I mean, if they fired Tomlin, I'm pretty sure everybody would go.
Yeah.
All right, my man. Chicago. Oh, we did that. Blah blah blah. Arizona 26, Carolina 16.
It's good to see McCaffrey out there.
Yeah.
It's not like Arizona balled it out.
No, but Arizona.
It's Carolina. They have Mayfield as their quarterback. I mean,
like,
I don't know.
What happened in this game?
The game wasn't impressive. That's what I'm saying. The game itself wasn't that impressive.
I know.
It's cool seeing. That's why I said it's cool seeing McCaffrey out there.
And he was on the team that lost.
I know.
And our only comment about the game was, hey, it was cool to see a guy who played on the losing team play.
I mean, he didn't look bad.
No, that's just more about
it's
Arizona.
Just he doesn't really have a line to like make
Arizona. Hey, what about Arizona, the team that won? We got nothing to say about them.
I don't know. Murray just kind of flounces around like a little kid out there. So it's just like,
I can't say that. I think this game should talk more about Carolina in this game. Yes, it is good to see CMC out there, man.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I don't care that he got bounced by 10 points.
Yeah.
It's good to see McCaffrey out there. Arizona, I'm sorry. It's not good. Doesn't inspire me. Arizona.
I mean, I like Connor.
Now, I had Arizona possibly 1-3. And Arizona. I just had it up here. Arizona is 2-2. All right, the Panthers are 1-3. The Panthers, I had maybe 2-2, but more than likely 1-3. But that's not a hard guess to make. So I don't know. Neither one of these teams can do anything in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Can they? Like, is there anybody besides McCaffrey, man, that we could shout out?
Yeah, I did. Connor.
Connor? No.
Yeah. What? Yep.
3.7, bro. 3.7. Okay, look, I'm a guy 3 yards to the cloud.
Yeah. All it takes to impress you is 3 yards.
Aren't you a hypocrite?
Yeah. Yeah. No, really, the highlight of the game was Steve McCaffrey. I just think that I don't like Arizona that much.
No.
I think they're like I don't want to say like poorly ran organization, but poorly ran organization.
No, it is. I want to like Marquise Brown. I really do. He's a good talent, man.
Yeah.
He looks good, but
he does. Yeah, Murray was like, I really want Marquise Brown for like years, and that was one of like his like, maybe I'll stay if we get this cat. And he's not even using him.
And he didn't even do shit, man. 12 carries, 26 yards for Kyler, 207 through the air, 2 touchdowns and a pick. If you're going to only throw 2 touchdowns, you can't be throwing that pick. You at least got to throw 4 touchdowns if you want to throw the pick, and you can't throw that pick within 30 attempts. Like, I'm sorry, you can't. You're the quarterback. Like, this is the NFL, man.
You can if you win.
I just don't like Kyler Murray.
But no, I just think that's a bad organization.
It is, man. I know they lost, but I want to hype the Panthers up so bad, but I can't stand them either. They look like crap too.
Yeah.
Speaking of looking like crap, and
the Rams, right?
Dude, no. We're not to Monday yet, dude. Look at the chrono. Dude, let's everybody see how we go through the game.
I
We
know,
go
but
through
for
the
real
game.
though, the Rams, right?
We're not the Monday night. Oh man, dude,
So
the Pa-
bad.
the Patriots, bro. Oh my
Oh yeah,
goodness, dude, the Patriots, they go down again.
yeah.
They start off. It ain't looking so bad
Not
going into
horrible. I
halftime,
mean,
but you're in Lambeau, so you kind of feel like, okay, damn, if this trend
they didn't destroy him.
continues.
They beat him by 3 points.
I didn't say destroy.
I know. Honestly, both of those teams look like garbage.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting. That's what I'm
Lazar,
saying.
like, I mean, we knew he was going to be number one. Dobbins, it was pretty cool seeing him
Yeah.
kind of do some stuff out there.
No, I'm just saying the first half, if you're New England, like,
You're happy, right? You're like, okay, this could happen.
you still feel lucky.
You're like, how long is Mac Jones going to be out?
Like
How many of these games do we have to watch?
Green Bay did jack shit in the first half.
Yeah.
They turned the ball over more times than Aaron Rodgers has turned the ball over in his career.
For real, though.
No, I mean, that's an exaggeration.
I know,
but everybody knows what
you
I'm
can tell he
saying.
is pissed, bro. You can tell that he
Yeah.
is very mad at this situation right now. He's like, dang it, I should have retired. But
And
I
the
got 214 million.
Yeah, right. The Patriots weren't much better. It was like the Patriots were auditioning to get the next great Australian kicker.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we kick the ball a lot. Come play for us. Watch this game. We got a guy, we kick the ball dropping it, and we also kick the ball a whole bunch with a guy holding the ball on the ground.
Well,
So
you got to
I
think,
mean, you
man.
have multiple ways to kick the ball here in New
Yeah.
England. Yeah,
I mean, they use Damian Harris a little
they're
bit.
not good, man.
No, you could tell that they really suffer because they don't have a quarterback. So, I mean, that really just shows that. I mean, I get it because Patriots historically have always been a team that centers themselves around the quarterback.
Right.
But, I mean, even in Tom Brady's era when he went out, there was always a guy that they could put in that would
And they
at
got
least
the job
win in the
done.
game, get the W for the 2 or 3 games he was out. But you're telling me as soon as Mac Jones goes out, because the way you look, I don't know if he's going to be back anytime like weeks is what it looks like to me.
But you always felt that New England could hold the ship steady.
Something, you know.
You don't have that feeling anymore.
Yeah.
And it's no fault of Mac Jones, man. Like, you're not.
Yeah, dude. It's not your fault.
And I'm
It's
not
the
trying
fact
to give credit to Mr. Tom Brady either, but
no,
you're
it
not
all
Tom
was
Brady.
It's Tom Brady, bro. That's what it is. It's Tom Magic. It's all right. Tom Magic's wearing off, dude. This shit's falling apart, unfortunately. I feel bad for the dude.
All right. Denver 23. Las Vegas off the hump. 32.
Did you see that pick six?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that was what legends are made of.
Oh. I mean,
that was sweet, dude.
No, it was.
That's the second one of the year.
Right.
So yeah, that was really cool to watch. Jacobs looked good. Of course, he was on my bench.
Yeah. No, I did give the Patriots and Packers records, right? But I had no, maybe I did. New England, I had probably no. I did do this, didn't I?
I'm pretty sure we gave Green Bay this one.
Right. I had Green Bay at probably 3-1 right now.
Yeah.
Which they are. The Patriots, I had 3-1, maybe 2-2, and they're 1-3. So that's even worse. The Broncos, I had the Broncos at 2-2 right now.
Yeah.
And they are 2-2. The Raiders, I had 2-2 right now, and they are 1-3. What was with this game with you, man?
Other than what we talked about with the Raiders, I mean the running game and the defense looked great. Javonte Williams looked pretty good for Denver.
Hurt
Um,
now.
huh?
Hurt, right? And he
Uh,
out.
is he? I watched the highlights of that game. I didn't get to watch that whole game.
I thought I saw him on the injury report.
Okay.
Maybe you didn't look at the injury report, sir?
No, dude. I've been studying for my exams next week. I apologize.
No, sir. Let me apologize.
Uh,
My
we
bad.
got midterms next week.
Yeah. No,
But
I thought I saw him on the injury report.
I mean, I think both teams' passing games weren't very strong.
No, can because this is a guy like what? Okay, Russell Wilson took care of the football. Cool.
Yeah.
Took care of the football. Threw for 237 yards and 2 touchdowns. Cool. And then he led his team in rushing.
He still got the legs.
If you're, with 29 yards.
Hey, he's 10 years in the league. I didn't say very much legs.
No, I said he led his team.
He legged it. Yeah, not legs. He legged it.
Like, that's not good for you, like Denver fan,
Nah,
right?
it seemed like they paid him way too much.
Or they put all the eggs in.
Well,
effing
they also
basket.
lost Tim Patrick and they lost the other dude who was supposed to be like their number ones, right?
And then the Raiders, like, Derek, you gotta find a better quarterback than Derek Carr.
This will be his last
My
year,
God,
I think.
he threw the ball 10 more times than Russell Wilson did, and he had 4 more completions. And he only threw for 188 yards.
Which is bad. You telling me you got like top 3 wide receiver from last year? And then which really I think he's like top 5 wide receiver.
Devonta
Adams is not as good as that. He's good. He's really
he
good.
got 9 out of 13 for 101 yards. Man.
Okay. So I said top 5. But everybody acts like he's the best wide receiver in the league, which he's not.
If you're doing that with Derek Carr as a quarterback, you might be.
Nah. No. Mike Evans has a better stat line than
Mike
Adams has.
Really, 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 really good.
He's had what is it? 8 of 8 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah. See, running backs that keep losing the season. Javonte Williams, man. Javonte C is bad, man.
Out for the year, damn, man. So that's really gonna. I mean, you're losing all these starter guys that like Denver was gonna use to propel.
And I already had them shit. I already had Denver shit, and now they're losing their best players.
So I mean, it really sucks for them. I mean, I think the Raiders are kind of pretty much what we thought they were gonna be. We were hoping that Adams was gonna like turn. What I would say is
he's just like, doing Adams things. He just ain't gonna do nothing special for the Raiders. I don't know how the Raiders stop. Hey, we'll get an Adams.
Well, shit.
And then
Adams
we won't have to. We
like
won't have
Derek
to find
Carr's
a better
Hall of Famer, which we know he's not. But
right, and that fucking Aaron Rodgers called Lazard a Hall of Famer too. Right,
that's just them like. That's just them being petty with each other. Because no way Rodgers wanted him to leave. I mean, Lazard is really good, but I mean, when they were together, they were so much better.
Kansas City takes care of Tampa Bay 41-31. This game, I had circled for Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
I have Kansas City 3-1 at this point, and Kansas City is. Oh, I didn't change it. Damn it! Kansas City's 3-1, and Tampa Bay is 2-2. And right now, I had Tampa Bay slotted at 3-1, possibly 2-2, maybe even 1-3. So I didn't know how to feel about Tampa Bay. Obviously, Tampa
Yeah,
Bay is
boy, that
2-2.
is.
Uh,
They have like your two most. They're like your sports enemy team.
dude, right? What do you think about this game?
I mean, it kind of felt like how it was going to turn out.
Right off the bat,
Kansas City is good, man. Tampa Bay is good too. Don't get me wrong, but I just I don't know.
so much better.
I wish Juju was doing a little bit more. I'm not saying he's not, but I really thought he was going to explode, but you haven't really seen it yet. He's gotten the most receptions for like 2 weeks in a row previous, but he really hasn't done anything with that.
Yeah, I
Travis
think
Kelsey
Pat
still,
Mahomes is trying to say I don't need a guy to do that.
yeah, because he already has one. His name's Travis Kelsey.
Yeah, well, he had one wide receiver and he had his running back do what you want them to do: 100 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, you're right. You're right
And
about that.
the top running back, nearly 100 yards and a touchdown.
I
His
mean, Edwards
number
Alaire
one
is
wide,
pretty good. It's not like
no, dude. Hey, no, I'm
that's what I'm
just saying.
saying.
His number one running
He was
back, he
kind of
got
like
almost 100 yards and a touchdown. That's all I
he was
need from you,
underappreciated
buddy.
last year.
His number one wide receiver, 100 yards and a touchdown. You're going to get it. And Kelsey and Hilaire, ironically, both of them, 92 yards and a touchdown.
So yeah, I mean, the game started off. I mean, everybody can say whatever. It's because some personal stuff that's going on outside field.
And that's fucking with Tom Brady.
And even if it is
Tom Brady apologist?
no, I'm not worried about Tom at all.
The year out. A bunch of people sit the year out. If your personal issues are such a big deal, maybe you would have addressed
Tom can't
them.
sit a year out at his age, bro. If he sits a year out, he's done.
Right.
No, but I mean,
correct.
I don't see him. If he's already having the problems that could
go
have
talk
been
to Giselle.
resolved apparently
Go
if he would have
talk to
just stayed
Giselle,
home
man.
this season, right?
Go
So
talk to
he's already
Giselle.
dealing with
Yeah.
the consequences
Yeah.
of working this year, which I saw this meme that's like,
And
this
now he
dude's
has
getting
to
the divorce
stop.
because he has a job. He's like, we can't win.
Oh, don't spin it. Don't
No, I
spin
know.
it like that.
It really
bro.
doesn't matter. That's not what we're here to talk about. I'm not worried about it with Tom. I mean, you don't ever take Tom. You don't ever take him. Somebody that's not going to come back and win. He's shown time
But
and time
this does
again.
not look like a good.
It looked like the team was slowing down.
This year looked like Tom's relationship.
It looks like Tom's. I mean, he's feeling it. He's got to be feeling it with his age. I don't care what he says. You're not 45 getting tackled by 25-year-old 300-pound dudes and just being like, okay, I'm good.
Oh, and not only that,
mentally,
don't forget that your wife told you that, hey, I think you should stay home and be with our family. And you were like, nah, babe, I'm gonna go.
For some reason,
football,
I still got to prove something.
Okay?
So I get it. I'm
gonna go play football instead. And then she gonna be like, oh, okay. Be the good wife.
I'm a hot supermodel who makes way more money than you. I'm gonna stay home and knit. Yeah.
And knit mittens for the winter that's about to happen.
Oh shit, you're right.
That's not gonna happen, man. Knitting mittens, bro.
But
anyway, we're not talking about that.
We're talking about the game.
We're talking about the game.
That Tom's struggling, and therefore the team's going to struggle. I mean,
they feel pressure. They feel the pressure of Giselle sitting at home knitting mittens for the winter. It's like, we have to make this for Tom's while, or this ain't gonna go good at
When it looks like he was running fine. Like I said, I mean, it just looked like the passing was just a little off, man.
And it has every game.
This whole
everything Tom's thrown.
Everything's like you can see, like you never really saw him get angry until like last year when he did that like little temper tantrum. Yeah. But this year you can really see it. Like it's starting to wear on him.
Not so much with Evans.
No, because the dude catches every freaking ball that's thrown to him.
But even sometimes when he throws to Evans, man, you can tell, because the camera looks at Tom, and you can look at Tom and you can be like, bro, in your mind, if you were me and looking at you, you'd say, bro, you suck.
He's getting older, man. It catches up to people. I
You ain't
mean,
got it.
you can't be a football player. I'm sorry. You're 5 years from 50, brother.
All right.
So, I mean,
Now
Kansas City came to play.
Monday,
They looked good. But this
Monday
game we're
Night
about to
Football.
talk about, the Rams are not winning the Super Bowl this year, people.
Hold on.
They're not.
First, hold on. Let me say what first. From the LA
And
Rams.
Detroit's doing better.
Hold
Sorry,
on,
I'll let you talk.
But from the LA Ram perspective, I'm. This is going to sound weird, and nothing from this game for San Francisco impressed me.
What? Dude,
I was
you're
not
just sipping that Kool-Aid,
impressed.
bro, over there. You're just sipping that Rams Kool-Aid at your house.
No, I'm not. I know what I see in
The defense
football.
looked good. Samuels always looks good.
We have said San Francisco has talent, man.
Yeah, and they
and here's one thing
they're
why
good.
we're not going to take any stock from this game.
So here's the show. We're not allowed to talk bad about the Bills or the Rams. Because no matter what, they're never at fault.
No,
they can never do any bad.
No, you can talk, bro. It's not like in the middle of your conversation, I'm gonna mute you. You can talk.
Bills and Rams
What
suck.
happened?
Yeah, ha 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 ha. You're funny. You're funny, buddy.
Okay, but here's what I want to say. San Francisco's owned this series for the past years.
Oh yeah, they have.
So I really
historically beat the Rams every possible chance they've got.
Yeah,
You're right.
So I really don't think this.
But I'm just talking about in general this year. The Rams look bad,
dude. I don't.
They don't look. They're not like this NFL for dynasty contenders that people were talking about.
Maybe not. Maybe not. But you're talking about. All we're talking about is a loss to who a lot of people recognize is the best team in football. So you can't take any.
The 49ers are the best team in football?
No,
I'm
the
talking Rams?
about the first loss. Their first loss.
Yeah, but then that team lost to like the Dolphins, I think, like 2 weeks later. So what does that really mean?
But even after that loss, we're still calling that team the best team in football.
Think the ties are going to be changing here.
Well, okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that here in a second. So where was I go with this?
You can't even make something up about why the Rams should be better than they look. Stafford looks like he's struggling to throw the ball. Looks like he's confused when he's sitting there in the pocket. They're not executing stuff like they were last year.
No, it
looks like a different team.
It is the execution. Like they are not. There is a lot of unsure.
And I don't know if that injury they played that injury down and his elbow.
Stafford does not look like you say. I think Stafford looks fine. Him and Cooper Kupp look fine.
I don't know, man.
What they'll be able to get.
They got Wagner for this team specifically, and they got crushed. They didn't lose. They got crushed. They could not move this ball.
I'm not going to say they got crushed because I don't think San Francisco did anything special.
They beat the supposed best team or second best team, whatever ranking you want to say they are. I think you downplay the 49ers a little more than you should. I think you should give
Hell yeah, I do. Hell yeah, I do. because the 49ers, it currently, I had the 49ers. Actually, yo, what up? I had the 49ers at 3-1 right now.
Good.
And where they at?
3-1. 2-2, I think actually.
2-2.
Yeah.
Uh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Scroll down, scroll down. Yeah, 2-2. The Rams are 2-2. I had the Rams 4-0,
Yeah.
but I really wanted to have them at 3-1
Whatever you gotta say, Britt.
because I have my Bills.
Yeah, the Bills are winning those 15, 16 games this year.
Hey, hey, we have a win I didn't count on.
But
Okay, yeah. Let's talk about that loss I didn't count on. That Bills versus Miami game, bud.
yeah, we talked about it last week, or we got moved along from it.
We did. So let's talk
Yeah.
about it, man. Uh, I was very disappointed.
I know you were.
I was shocked and appalled.
I was shocked.
Um,
I'm not even a Bills fan.
yeah, kind of scoffed over the game to kind of
You didn't want to
not
cry on live.
address. No, 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 not to address the elephant in the room. But I mean, that is an NFL problem.
Yeah, and that was like a
But
division game that you were expecting to win.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was. I fully expected to win that game. I was not happy about losing that game. Um, thought thought we played a little sheepishly. Um, uh, it was a game that we threw up. It's a red flag, a trap game. It was in Miami. If Miami's going to get one game, it's going to be the game in Miami. And they went out and got into it. And, to get that one win, they might have cost Tua his career. So, Miami, I hope it was worth it.
No, it was the week after that may have cost him his career.
No, no, no.
Last week. This is
He
a
shouldn't have.
compound.
He should not have been playing.
You're right. That's what I'm saying. It was last week that probably cost him his career. If his career ends because of that, which I don't think it will.
I don't think. I don't think it will either. But they put that in jeopardy.
Yeah, definitely.
Learn how to beat Bill first. No, we will. We did. We won the division last year. We're gonna win it again now. Belichick, Bill B. Uh
I don't know.
so
If you lose to the Dolphins one more time, you want.
man, all right. So week 5, we're at this critical point, week 4, man.
Yeah.
And that's we look and we judge and we take teams for granted or look at give me a team where you had pegged. I'm not saying that they were over at the current state, but their record is better than you thought it would be. But not only the record, or maybe not even the record, but their football playing a lot better than what you thought it would be. And you see potential. Hey, they could
Probably.
hit.
I'd say maybe Jacksonville. That's a good one. Teams that I like don't really like. I don't want to say don't have respect for, but I don't have
Mm.
respect for. I guess is
Well,
the
these are
most
the
honest
teams
way.
that we're gonna
No, I like the Jags.
say.
Teams like I don't know. I think Saquon's doing a little better. I know we talked about one dimensional, but I didn't think that they'd be running the balls efficiently. So you could say the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you
Because
know,
we had high hope for the Jets and the Eagles,
you know.
but I still think
Um,
you could piggyback off the Eagles
I
because
could I could have said the Eagles, but felt like that
wow.
was too easy. So that's why I went with like the Jags because I felt like they really struggled last year, and to see that they're kind of doing a little bit better. Their defense seems to be like it was 2 years ago. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Robinson's playing a little bit better. Lawrence looks like he's finally got his stuff together. He looks a little more comfortable, more confident. So I like seeing that. I mean, I am surprised about how well Detroit's doing, if you consider that doing well. But their offense is pretty. I mean, doing pretty dang well. I was not expecting that.
I mean, okay, I had Detroit. Yeah, probably around the 2-2 area, which I think they're 1-3, right?
So stuff
But
like that. And I mean, you know, you could say Miami too, but then again, like everybody kind of thought Miami was going to do a little bit better. So me just saying that, just kind of like whatever. I didn't know if Tua was going to be, because I mean, this would be technically. I mean, I know he only played half season 2 years ago, so this is technically the beginning of his second season. But he really didn't look outstanding. Not like what they said he was going to be, And I get it. Not everybody comes out and balls out. It takes a little time to learn the scheme and just to put out. But I mean, you can see the team is doing much better this season, and it's really unfortunate that he got that
and
injury.
that, yeah,
I do think he'll bounce back, and I do think they'll continue to go in an upward trend.
and
I
now
mean,
they look like crap with Bridgewater behind center.
I mean,
They look good with
they
Tua.
probably don't have that much practice with the cat. I mean, they're
No,
getting
you're
their
right.
days
You're
in, but
right.
I mean, he's not getting full team practices every 6 days a week.
No,
5 days a week, whatever it is. It's probably like 3 days a week, and then you got like watching the tape and going in for that kind of stuff. But
right.
anyway, I
Yeah.
think teams like that.
Um. le- So far, this critical juncture, not really critical juncture, but
I mean, it is.
we break the season down into quarters, just like we do everything. I mean, because of how parity the league is, I think that's why we break it down into quarters, because every quarter is different for
Well, yeah.
it,
Statistically, though, if you've
like
lost more games in the first quarter than you've won, you're not going to
exactly
make the playoffs.
right. That's why we don't break it into thirds,
Yeah,
because if you wait till a third of the season, you're already done.
yeah.
Historically, you're already done if you wait till a third of the season to evaluate. So it's got to be an evaluation. Like, um, give me your most surprised team that's
That
bad, and then you know, let's eat some crow. A team we thought was going to be bad. That's I'm not going to call you good right now because I got
good.
pride, but you're trending. You're trending in the right direction.
Teams I thought they were going to be good. I know you don't want me to say it, but I really thought the Rams were going to be much better than they were, and I think that's like the biggest team that sticks out to me. They're not as
That's
good,
not
Britt.
a cop out. You
It's not
don't think
okay.
that's
Then
a
fine.
cop
That's what I.
out?
Is it a cop out though? Because you're talking about we rated them like the second, if not the first best team in the league, and they are not doing so well.
But we've always talked about how hard it is to repeat and
Yeah,
replicate
but
what you do. So a
you're
team
right.
that wins falling off and still being better than average, I think that's low hanging fruit.
I mean, I think all the other teams are kind of pretty much sitting where we thought they were going to sit. Truthfully, that's the only reason I can say that like that. I mean, I don't think any one team is
Outside of
doing.
Cincinnati,
I don't think Cincinnati's doing any worse or bad than we thought. Because I mean, literally, we thought they were only
I had
going
them at
to.
0
They had
4.
8 wins, right?
I had
Oh,
them at
you had them
4
at
and
0 and
0.
4, but I didn't think they were going to be
No,
0 and
I had
4.
them at 4. I had them at 4 and 0 right now.
Oh, 4 and 0.
Yeah, I
Where
had
they
them
at?
at 4 and 0
They're at
right
2
now.
and 2 right now, right?
Yeah, I had them winning 12 games.
Well, they can still win 12 games, but
Oh, well, of course they can, but they gotta go on one hell
they
of a
gotta
streak.
run for it.
Cause now some of these
I
games,
just don't see as far as like I know they had that first bad game and yeah they
right?
lost to Cleveland. which I don't know how they lost to Cleveland. It's like, in all honesty, that should have never, not once happened.
Hmm.
But progressing from that game, they've looked pretty much there. I mean, they're running their guys pretty efficiently. I mean, Mixon, like the comment earlier, Mixon should be used more. But I mean, I think that it's a different strategy. I think they don't want to burn him out.
Yeah,
Because this is his fourth year in the league, I think. If not, this might be his third or fourth for sure. I think
yeah.
fourth though. Uh,
Might our
but Higgins, Chase,
Cincinnati and New England.
I didn't think New
Like,
England was gonna be
right. I
like
know I'm
super
different
good.
from you because I have this
You didn't get it. Yeah, Tom Brady's not
thing
there anymore, bro.
about the evil empire. But wait, now let's go to the team you thought rubbish that might not be, but probably will be.
That's still rubbish, but not as rubbish.
Yeah, let's not use the Steelers. Pick a different team
Um,
because we would both say the Steelers.
I would say. I mean, I think our worst two teams were Atlanta and Houston. I don't think they're doing nearly as bad as we thought they were going to do.
No, right. I had Houston, Jacksonville, Miami. So shout out to Miami. Big shout out to Miami because I had you at 0-4 right now. The Giants had it 1-3. Arizona possibly had 0-4. Atlanta, I had possibly 0-4. New Orleans 1-3. So, yo, Brit be wrong for a few things. So it could be any one of those teams. Which ones look
I mean, out of those teams, Miami's
more
would be the
impressive?
best. Us eating
Yeah,
crow would be Miami.
outside of Miami, outside
But
of
I mean, I
Miami.
think Atlanta looks not like great, but I mean, they don't. I like all right. I like Mills better, but I think overall as a team, I think Atlanta looks better than Houston.
It, oh well, that's our bar. Okay.
But all those other teams, I think, are pretty much right where we. I mean, there's one.
Denver, as much as I hated on Denver, Denver's exactly where I thought they'd be. I got Denver at 2-2. There's 2-2.
I
The book,
mean,
the
could have had
bookie,
been injuries. I don't know. I didn't think they were going to be 10-0, like what they were saying. But
10 win.
I mean,
Yeah.
10-8, 10-7, or whatever it is. 10-7
The,
because they get a bye
the
week.
Raiders aren't much of a shock for me because I had them at like 2-2 right now. So to think they would blow a game is not beyond my
It's
mental
the Raiders, yo.
comprehension.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen
Uh,
Derek Carr blow more games in the last 2 minutes than probably any quarterback playing right now.
bro. I mean, Chicago's 2-2 right now. That's what I had them. I mean, things are pretty much on. I mean, maybe Arizona's a little bit, but I think they've just gotten better results than I thought. I don't think they're better than I thought. Same thing with Atlanta. They've gotten better results than I thought they'd get, but I don't think they're better
No,
than
I
what I
think Atlanta
thought
is
they
better than
are.
we thought. I think Arizona will
Oh,
finish kind of what we thought.
okay. Well, I'll
It's a
reserve my
difference of opinion. That's all.
4 more games, and then I'll eat the Arizona Crow. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on that Arizona Crow.
I feel
But
you on that.
I thought Seattle. I thought Seattle looked, not just Seattle looked good, dude. I can't say this again, but Geno Smith did not look like crap. like, like
That's the first time I've ever heard you say that about me too. You've always been a naysayer against him.
I have.
Yeah.
I really have. I watched it. I watched it on the coach's film. I turned all the sound down and just watched what he did. Uh yeah, and he didn't look like total crap. But yeah, you know what? I agree with this. Pat, suck it, man. Uh just hopefully it's a while before Mac Jones gets it because once Mac Jones gets it, like we're Allen and Tua have a lot of work to do to fight off Evil Bill from controlling the division again.
Yeah. I mean, he knows how to coach. That's for damn sure.
So what week 4, my friend? What's your eye on?
Uh, like who's gonna win the Super Bowl?
No, 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 just like
Oh, next week's games.
because of how things have gone through this quarter, like to solidify or brush
I'm
off a
sorry that the
thought you
Eagles are
have.
doing so well. Um, I'm not even an Eagles fan, but Dan is, and he's always been supportive of them. And it's good to see that they're doing good. I really don't want the Cowboys to run that division. I would love for the Eagles to run the
Oh,
division.
dude.
Um, I'm upset that the Browns aren't doing as well, but we kind of all expected that once all that stuff kind of fell through. But I kind of like the Browns. I'm a little bummed that the Saints aren't. They're doing fine, but I don't know. I'm not
Right,
saying
right.
you're right, but you're not. But I'm not saying
You're a
you're wrong about
sentimental
the quarterback, but you're not right either.
you're a sentimental New Orleans Saint fan in cowboy country because most of cowboy country is fuck the Saints, man.
We have we have a Saints bar in San Antonio.
I know. You'll find there you also have a Buffalo Bills bar.
Yeah. Um,
We went there.
just for like players' sake, if I mean some of the stuff that just that's gone about, like with McLaurin, kind of sucks. But Wentz is like never gonna get him there. Stuff I'm happy, but I do like seeing the Robinson. I'm gonna keep saying it every week. I'm so happy that
Dude.
he like is doing better. Like he was one of my favorite running backs, and like I thought he lost his step. Sophomore slump.
Mhm.
It's good to see that he's back, and it was the steal of the draft. Um,
Yeah.
another,
I'm looking at this. I don't know if it'll mean anything because it could it could not even matter how much the Giants win and still no believers. But hell, both of Eli Manning's rings came from the wild card position.
that's true.
So it's like, oh, okay, shit. This is just what the Giants are.
Yeah,
Is it? Except for the time they beat Buffalo in the Super Bowl. But, we're not talking about that. Um, I think the Giants holding out the Packers, like if the Giants win this game,
yeah.
I'm not saying they've guaranteed it,
I mean
but
Tyrod
you're
or
you're you're
Daniel.
look you're looking at the Giants are going to make the playoffs.
I mean,
They'll be a wild card team.
I'll say that you were right about Saquon. I mean, the way it's looking. Um,
Oh, that was hopes and dreams, buddy.
I
No,
know,
I
but
don't want
it's
no
been like
credit
a
for
long
it.
time that you drafted him pretty high. I think like 3 years ago.
Yeah, no, I did.
Um,
I was a Saquon fan.
but yeah, I just don't think neither one of those cats are Eli. I mean, they're not winning. They're not going into the wild card spot and winning the Super Bowl.
Right.
And everybody knows you can't win the Super Bowl on a running back. I'm sorry, you can't do it.
But the
Those
Giants are
defenses
going to
are too
be
good,
but the Giants are going to be a wild card team.
and that's fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Canadian kicker Steve Christie. Dude, oh man. A huge Steve Christie fan. I loved him. Um, I also think that the Chargers Browns game is
Didn't you
something
guys
to
like
look.
boo him out of the city because he missed that
Hold
field
no
goal?
no. This
Yeah,
is
I
a
think that's what happened.
no
No,
no sir. He came back from that plane, and at the airport he got up in front and talked. And no, we were 100% supportive. He felt so bad. He reclused himself from the city of Buffalo.
word.
He
I believe you.
we were very watch not to promote people who aren't paying me, but ESPN 30 for 30, the Four Falls of Buffalo.
I have watched that.
It covers there. We did not.
And it kind of just says that like he felt like he was kind of banned from Buffalo.
He
No, but he said the stuff that happened to him
he
made him feel like
did.
that.
I'm I'm just I'm just saying, man. Scott Norwood did not suck. He missed a field goal he would have should have made in his sleep. That's what happened to Scott Norwood. Things. It's such a good documentary. I love. It was really good. Um, but that what's a top team
Going
that
forward,
you want to see a you need to see a good performance out of next week, that maybe a top team that you quite haven't bought into, but if you see a good performance out of them in week 5, all right, cool. If if you guys can do this, uh, I'm there for you.
I'm a big supporter of the Colts, but I feel like they haven't been doing nearly as good as I thought they were gonna do. But they
I
have the potential
know.
to do that. We've seen, especially with Matt Ryan throwing the way he's throwing.
This is a critical game for them.
But Jonathan Taylor's not going to play this game, so it's
No. Well,
so if they
Javante Williams ain't gonna be playing in this game either.
so if Indianapolis can pull off a W, because I know Pittman and Wiley Cox are good wide receivers. They got a good tandem going there, so I don't understand why they couldn't pull that off. The Raiders are another good choice, and yeah, and I like seeing the Jags too. The Raiders, man, I don't see them doing it with Derek Carr. I like
Yeah.
their defense, but I don't trust Derek Carr. I like the Jags. The Jags is a good call. I like I want to see the Colts do well. I really did think they were going to come in and just crush
Oh,
it
it's
this year.
sentimental. It's a sentimental team. Middle America, blue collar, dude.
It's just not, yeah, maybe, but I thought
Peyton
that,
Manning.
yeah, but Peyton Manning hadn't played for them in so long. I actually watched that Super Bowl a couple, like 2 days ago.
Oh, it was a good game.
Yeah.
He was so good. Oh wow, Omaha, man. He knew how to move you without even knowing that he moved you. Like, for real, he could stare you down and move you, and you didn't even realize that you moved over a little bit, and then boom, throw that cross right over the middle to right where you were standing before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
he was good.
I liked the team at the end of last year, and I thought they got a better quarterback. I really wanted Philly Rivers to go in there and crush it. And he almost made it to the playoffs, but then when Wentz came, I was like, ain't gonna happen. I'm not a Wentz fan. I'm sorry. But
And
then with
you're
Matty
wrong.
Ice, I mean, there's always that like little bit of
I've
I
always
think
been a Latavius
I think
Murray fan.
Indianapolis did Andrew Luck dirty, honestly.
Oh, he's retired, man. He done with playing, man.
I know, but they booed him off the field his
Oh
last game. That's shitty for fans. And I
no,
get it. He struggled there at the end, but he really did. I mean, he gave his body for that team.
he did. He did, man.
He shouldn't have come back a couple times, and he did.
No, no, you're totally right. But man, what another week, another like really good week. I
Yeah.
thought for the NFL, I mean,
We're seeing these new teams emerge that we kind
outside of
of
the whole Tua fiasco,
yeah.
like this, dude, this NFL this season, dude, this has been good.
Yeah. And I like how I mean it's I'm I'm not happy that it got Tua got so much attention because of what happened. I'm glad that this is getting attention because this is a serious problem within the NFL. Like they're not
Right.
taking these injuries seriously, and I get it. You're getting paid millions of dollars, and you sign waivers and stuff like that. And I don't think they should get a retirement package like they think that they should get. I'm sorry, they're giving you millions of dollars to catch a football, but at the same time, injuries like this do need to be taken seriously because before they were just swept under the rug. Now the NFL needs to admit it, and they need to take precautions in order for this stuff not to happen. Or at least one guy, a main doctor is a doctor for every team. And there needs to be a period of time in which if you get a head injury, you need to be out. And that's the guy who clears you,
Or
not
it's
personal
not
physician.
even that. Like everything is watched, everything is on CCTV for, you know, any whatever
I don't see
sneaky.
that note. Do I see that note that the doctor wrote? Do I see
The,
the clear
no,
papers? No. An announcer tells me that dude was cleared by a personal physician.
no, right? So then we're like, oh,
What
okay,
does
he
that
was
mean to
cleared.
me?
That's cool. But like, if you're the owner of that team and you see your quarterback fall down, and then later on in that game you see him being put back onto the field, you can
Yeah.
pick up the phone and make a phone call
We'll start finding these teams, and
and
this stuff
and
will
be
change
like,
real quick.
hey, I saw Tua stumble and just not be able to walk all of a sudden. Uh, why is he back in the game?
For real. I mean, because you could go from perfectly normal to breathing through a tube just
Yeah,
like that, man.
I signed your paycheck. Could you explain to me why you put Tua back in the game? But the owner never called that. The commissioner's office is watching every single game. Nobody from the NFL
You
calls
tell me,
to the
yeah,
calls to the stadium and
for
goes,
real.
um, Tua has been placed on the commissioner exempt list.
You can
He
stop the
is
whole
no
game in New York, can decide a
he
call,
he
a penalty call, and they can't decide
no
that. Yeah.
no yeah exactly. Tua can't play the rest of the game. Yeah, you can't put Tua back in. Cool.
Yeah.
But that call wasn't made. And now
No.
the scapegoat is the independent
Yeah.
looker at her guy.
Yeah.
You put him back in.
Was he a
Hey,
physician or
no,
a physician assistant?
right. And
Because
here,
one you need a degree and one you need a
right.
certification.
And let me ask you something. So, an independent doctor looks at your quarterback. You still have your doctor look at your quarterback, don't you? And be like,
Yeah,
hey,
for real.
I know the independent guy cleared him, but yeah, no,
For
no,
real.
he's not cleared. So this falls on the Dolphin trader team too,
Yeah.
because they could have said, no, did you see him fall down on the field just running?
Yeah,
And
just
then he just fell.
it's not I'm not
Like,
laughing at it. It's just like that's super serious.
no,
Like,
it is.
you know?
We're laughing at the audacity that this
Yeah.
went. Oh no, he's fine.
He's good.
It's
He's
a
good.
back
Slap a
injury.
band-aid on him, inject him with some of that smell salt or whatever you got
Yeah,
back there, and send him back
you're
out.
watching the game, and then Wednesday you see the injury report, and Tua ain't on it.
Yeah.
Like
Dude, in Amazon, we played that injury
nobody,
like so many times. Did you see how
nobody
many
from
times I
the league
replayed it?
office. Yeah, nobody from the league office calls Miami and says, "Yeah, we don't accept this
Yeah.
injury prognosis.
Like, pull
Uh,
your shit together, people.
we're placing Tua on the commissioner exempt list. He cannot play this upcoming week." And then he would have never got hit into convulsion. He should have never been on the field to begin with.
Yeah.
But that's another topic, another week when we have time to talk about more NFL stuff. But it's league results. What's going on, Donnie, my brother? Thank you for joining on me with this extra long edition of Through the Table on Full Time Sport Network, brought to you by GMS Limited. Can't wait for the next week, man.
Yeah. Appreciate you having me on, Britt. Appreciate everybody that's part of this. Thank you guys. Y'all have a good one.
Exactly. So we'll join next week. We'll bring you week 5, and everybody have a great, safe week, and we will talk to you later.